Some games are like no other. Some have something a little extra to add to everything that goes on nights like this. This is a rivalry that has stood the test of time.
I think in general we were under a lot of pressure in the first 20 minutes. You know, it was mainly Edinburgh had the ball in our own half, so we had to take a fair amount of possession from them. But that's the game. You know, you need to be able to repel and defend really well against a good attack. But when you get your opportunities, you need to take them. So, yeah, look, it wasn't all plain sailing. We were under a fair bit of pressure in the first 20 minutes, but we held out well.
First of all, I think it was great play to get us in. We held the ball really well in between that kind of halfway line and their 10-metre line, which allowed us to get penalties and get access into the 22. It's just maybe frustrating, a couple bobbled balls, a couple penalties that just lets them off the hook, but it was just next job focus. We're not a team to dwell on what's gone wrong during the game. It was just next job, let's get the ball back and have another crack, and we did that, and eventually Denver managed to break through and score, which I think gave us a bit of momentum finishing that half.
Yeah, look, Jack's try is excellent. You know, his footwork, and when he gets that ball, you know, it looks subtle, and it looks like maybe he's just ran over the top of a defender, but just his ability to kind of really be explosive with his feet, find a soft seam, and then power through. It's yeah, that's what we work on. So it was an excellent try, full of power.
With all the power and drive to break through Edinburgh's defensive line, who slots through the simple three-pointer to bring the first half to a close, and at the break at Scotstoun Stadium, it is Glasgow Warriors 10, Edinburgh Rugby 0.
I think you could see from both teams there was maybe a bit of tension, a lot of kicking. No one really wanted to throw the first punch, so we talked about just getting the ball and keep playing our game. Don't give them easy ins into the game, so no easy penalties. Don't let them get their maul going, don't let them get their big players into the game. And again, for large parts of the second half, we barred up and did that.
Edinburgh, again, had a fair amount of possession. And you know, they did well, like regaining our kicks and launching attacks from that. And there was a couple of times where we were a little bit stressed. You know, they made a line break, but we chased them down. And sometimes that's what it's about. It's about finding a way. But they had some opportunities. So definitely feel like there's things that we can be better at going into that Murrayfield leg as well. But look, we found a way, like I said, whether it was through our scrum started to get a bit more dominance, or you know, some of our attacking play built us opportunities. Yeah, so it is about finding a way in these games, and sometimes in those conditions. So we managed to kind of build that lead that took us 2 scores away, which I guess tied into the decision for Edinburgh to take that kick at the end to try and get within a score. So
I think we've talked a lot about in the last, when we've had 3 away games on the bounce, that we want to go away from home and play our game, and it'll be no different next week. We want to go and play how we want to play, and they want to play in a pretty similar fashion as well. So hopefully the weather will be a bit better and it'll allow both teams to keep playing again. But yeah, it's going to be another good game, another big contest.
Now Lang has to be careful not to get dragged into touch. That's exactly what happens.
Full time.
And that is the full-time whistle.
Full time.
And it's Glasgow Warriors night to deliver a very merry Warrior Christmas. It has been intense. It has been ferocious. Glasgow Warriors 16, Edinburgh 10.
What's that